Richard Southern is back with us to discuss some of the more interesting stories of the day. Richard, you might want to bundle up before heading out on a TTC bus as windows on the Red Rocket have been opened.
Yeah, this is interesting, Brandon. So starting this past weekend, the TTC said we're opening all the windows on all our buses. Of course, it's cold outside, but the idea, Brandon, is, of course, they want to circulate the air, try and mitigate any chance of people getting COVID-19. We know it's airborne. We know Omicron's more apt to spread. But, a number of people took to Twitter this past weekend and complained that they were freezing on the bus. Some worried about hypothermia. The TTC answered back and said, hey, listen, we know you're going to have the option to close the window. You might be sitting right next to it. You can close it. But they hope passengers will leave it open, and they hope the heating systems on the bus will sort of close the gap and make people comfortable. I don't know about you, Brennan. I would be more comfortable to have the window open if I'm on the bus. What about you?
I'm not sure. I don't like I have Caribbean blood, so I'm not trying to be cold right now. I want to stay warm. So I don't know if I'd like the window, but I understand that the safety aspect of it. It makes sense.
I'll be there cool with it, and Brandon will be all freezing with his parka on next to me.
Meanwhile, scientists are keeping a close eye on a massive glacier in Antarctica that could raise sea levels worldwide if it melts.
I'm sorry, I have a very serious story here. This is your first time on our fun, interesting stories chat, and I'm going to bum you out with this one, Brandon. I apologize, but I thought it was worth a mention because it's pretty big, right? And this particular glacier we're talking about is massive. It is on the western part of the Antarctic ice sheet. It is 100 times the size of Britain. And researchers have now found big cracks and fissures in it. And the concern is that this very soon may fracture and break apart. And the big concern then is that it's going to add to the sea level, and it's going to raise the sea level by more than half a meter, which would be very bad indeed. Scientists are dubbing this the, quote, Doomsday glacier. They say, though, there's many decades to go before the entire Antarctic ice sheet melts. So, still time to do something here. And as concerned as we are, Brandon, about bus windows and COVID, it serves, I guess, to remind us that the climate change situation is still a pretty big deal and something that deserves a lot of attention, right?
Yes, very real and definitely deserves attention. Now, I've been dreading this story because I haven't read any of the Harry Potters, haven't watched any of the films, unfortunately. I know.
Me neither, man.
Oh, okay,
Me
good.
neither.
Okay, good. Well, Quidditch started off as a fictional sport in the Harry Potter book series, but has since grown into a fast-paced contact sport played in over 30 countries, and now the league is looking for a new name.
Yeah, me and you are the odd guys out because a lot of people are familiar with Quidditch and Harry Potter. And this, it's a game in the book that you sort of play while flying through the air. But people have actually adopted this into an actual game. There are sports leagues all over the world. And now 2 U.S. Quidditch leagues say they're going to change the name in order to distance themselves from Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling, who has come under fire for her anti-trans position. Rowling has previously voiced concerns about issues such as the impact of allowing trans women into women-only spaces. She has denied any accusations of transphobia, but Quidditch says they want to distance themselves from that. They're looking at some new names, including Quick Ball, Quicker, Quick Stride, or Quitter Ball. Those are the options. By the way, the video we were looking at there was the Toronto Quidditch League, and even though you haven't read the book, that's a Brandon Rowe story, if I've ever heard one.
I think
a local
so.
Quidditch League. You got to do that, Brandon.
I might have to try it. I don't know if I'm athletic enough for that game. It looks like it's tough.
I could see you sending a cool GoPro shot through the Quidditch circles. That's a Brandon Rowe story.
Soon, and some drone footage. Thanks for joining us, Richard.
Yeah. Thanks, Brandon. Take care.